D.C., 1904. Teddy Roosevelt is in the White House. His friend, Father Alexander Doyle, is once more his neighbor. He's rector of the Paulist Mission House and Catholic University of America, and he has an idea which he's been working over.
Mr. President, on some of the coins of the United States, we still carry the legend, "In God We Trust." Would it not be appropriate in our armed services if we carried this dedication just a bit further? Why should we not have a chaplain's corps for all branches of the armed services, serving all faiths, on call, whenever needed?
Oh, bully, Father Doyle, bully! It's the right idea at the right time, and every red-blooded American will be for it. Now, mind you, I'd rather live for my country than die for it. But if I have to die for it, let me die for it in the company of men who believe in God.
Thank you, Mr. President. Apart from this, is there any advice that you have to give us at this time?
Yes, there is. I preach to you, Father Doyle, and to you, my countrymen, that our country calls not for the life of ease, but for the life of strenuous endeavor. Nothing in the world is worth having or doing unless it means effort and pain and difficulty. Let us therefore boldly face the life of strife.
Brave words from a brave man. A country comes of age. Labor starts to flex its muscles, and so does management. But the bold life means different things in different cities.
Extra,
As the years go by,
read all about
Chicago-
it. Extra.
Listen.
Gang breaks on our north side. Extra. Leaning platform by Repplier. Extra.
Wilson is in the White House, but can he keep us out of war? And so the day comes when it's over there. But is it over? Over there.
Extra, read all about it. Extra.
USA goes by. Always touches home tonight. Read all about it. Read all about it.
1920, women get the vote. 1920, 18th Amendment, now official.
Read all about it. Extra.
Read all about it. Read all about it.
Maybe the gangs did have their things their way for a while, especially in Chicago. But they didn't have it their way all the time. Let's go back just a bit. My name is Finn, Father Finn of the Paulist Fathers. And I have a theory that nearly everyone can carry a tune if he really tries. Well, nearly everyone.
Extra, read all about it. Extra.
Sorry, buddy. I got fitted. Yeah, I'm late for choir rehearsal. That's what I said, and don't make any cracks about it, see? Read all about it.
Well, that's the way it started. They weren't all boys off the street, but they were all boys to begin with. And boys who sell newspapers aren't much different from those who don't. It's just a matter of what you choose to teach them. And I choose Palestine.
Rome, October 30, 1922. The fascist march on Rome and Benito Mussolini is named premier by King Victor Emmanuel III. New York, July 12, 1922. The Paulist Fathers announced the appointment of Very Reverend James M. Gillis as editor of the Catholic World. Come in, Father Gillis.
What meat is this on which our season feeds? I say, beware of false prophets, beware of Benito bearing gifts.
Rome, flash. Holy Father assigns the historic church of Santa Susanna to the care of the Paulist Fathers. Certain representations were made to Il Duce in the matter of Father Gillis and his editorial.
I have no wish to embarrass my brethren in Rome, nor the Holy Father, but I must write as I think. I don't care if Il Duce makes a few speeches against communism. I don't care if he finally gets the Italian trains to run on time. I still say he's a fascist, and fascism is rotten to the core.
Rome, flash. An unidentified American woman's grave took a shot at Il Duce when he appeared at a party rally. The bullet went wild. The woman, unarrested, is carrying a copy of The Catholic World in her pocket. Unofficially, it is rumored that the authorities are addressing certain questions to the Paulist Fathers at Santa Susanna.
I take full responsibility for everything that appears in my column. I did not ask the lady in question to take a shot at Il Duce, but I will repeat what I have said before. Tyranny must be opposed at all times and all places.
New York, September 1925. Paulist Fathers over radio station WLWL. And the Catholic World, Father Gillis takes a candid look at Germany.
Germany? You don't have to be an expert to make a prediction about Germany. It will go the same way as Italy, and all because of a man named Adolf Hitler.
Flash! Mussolini signs Concordat with Vatican. Flash! Hitler signs Concordat with Vatican.
I don't care what Hitler signs or Mussolini either. My opinion of them remains the same. I say you can't do business with Hitler, you can't do business with Mussolini. Don't misunderstand me, please. I hold no brief against the German people as such, or against the Italian people. I merely say that no one human being should ever hold too much power over other human beings. And that goes for kings and presidents, as well as duces and Gillis.
Just a moment, Father Gillis. You've covered nearly everything, but I'd like to ask, how do you feel about Russia?
Russia? My answer is still the same, sir. I say you can't do business with Joseph Stalin or with the Kremlin either. And now, sir, if you don't mind, there are a few things I'd like to catch up on. A few things you forgot to cover.
Stage is yours, Father.
First, I must report the death in 1928 of Father Walter Elliott. If it can be said that Father Hecker was our St. Peter, then Walter Elliott was in truth our St. Paul. A gallant soldier who lives forever in our hearts. Requiescat in pace. Next, I have a Washington item about my colleague, Father John Burke. Remember when Father Doyle wanted Teddy Roosevelt to do something about chaplains? Well, Father Burke finally got some action in a big way. In fact, he got a regular chaplain's corps. And now, oh yes, you never did say anything about Leo the 13th and the great encyclical on labor, did you?
What was there to say? Oh, I know, great document, Magna Carta of Labor and all that, big news in 1891, but who paid any attention to it, especially in the USA?
We did, sir. Year in and year out. We talked about it. Of course, it wasn't too popular at first, but we kept at it. And then suddenly, all kinds of people began to read it. Quite the thing to do, you know.
And now?
Oh, it's a regular bestseller. The only trouble is...
Yes, Father?
Well, everyone is glad to talk about the Holy Father's ideas. Not so many are rushing out to do anything about them. Well, No wonder. It's always been much easier to preach the gospel than it is to live it. So, we went to war with the Nazis in Germany, the fascists in Italy and Japan. We tore the masks off the false prophets, and we destroyed them. And along the way, we dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. And we founded the United Nations here in San Francisco. What a time to be alive. What questions still to resolve. Did the Greeks ever know anything like it in their day? Or the Romans either? And still, there is no peace. No peace of mind, no peace of soul. For the Russians have the bomb too. He who was our brother in arms yesterday may be our enemy on the field tomorrow. Once more, Cain may take up arms against Abel. Only this time, Abel is well armed. So well armed, he can destroy his brother if need be. The question is, if he has to destroy his brother, must he also destroy the word? The question is,
Washington, flash. Informed observers today, United Nations, disarmament, open skies, guided missiles, nuclear physics.
London,
Washington,
flash. Informed observers today, United Nations, disarmament, open skies, guided missiles, jet propulsion.
Rome, flash. Informed observers today, United Nations, aid to China, aid to India, aid to Italy, Vatican spokesman, Rome, flash. Informed observers today, United Nations, aid to China, aid to Italy, Vatican spokesman.
Hold it. Thank you. Now we know what the Tower of Babel must have been like. Too many commentators working over the news at the same time. Even when everyone speaks the same language, it's bound to be confusing. Yes, of course, these are difficult times, and yet, when haven't they been difficult? The sword of Damocles has been swinging high in the sky for a long, long time. And now we ask ourselves the old familiar question. Is there still a chance to bridge the gap between human beings, at least here in America? In this small corner of the universe? What can a man hope for? What can a man pray for? What about that dream of St. Paul, the fundamental unity of the human race? What about that dream of Father Hecker and Orestes Brownson? What kind of people are we anyway? Do we really believe in God? Do we merely say, in God we trust? Let's unscramble these voices and call as witnesses to our faith a few old friends and neighbors. First, Mr. George Washington.
No people can acknowledge the invisible hand of God more than the people of the United States. Every step that we have advanced seems to have been distinguished by a providential agency.
Mr. Benjamin Franklin.
I believe that there is one God who made all things, that he governs the world by his providence, that he ought to be worshipped by adoration, prayer, and thanksgiving.
Mr. John Adams.
The Christian religion is the brightness of the glory and the express portrait of the all-powerful and all-merciful Creator, the preserver and the Father of the universe.
Mr. Thomas Jefferson.
I believe that of all the systems of morality, ancient and modern, none appear to be so pure as that of Jesus.
join their voices with those of Washington, Franklin, Adams, and Jefferson. Here in the very shadow of Concord, where Father Hecker first asked himself these same questions, our college students salute the tradition of America and pray for its conversion.